The hardest night in prison for me wasn't the first, and it wasn't the last, especially since I did not know that my last night in prison was my last night until the next day when I had an hour and a half's notice that I was being released because I had received a conditional pardon. Instead, the hardest night for me was the midpoint of my original sentence. Because on 32 years, I had to do about 28 years with good time. And I started breaking that down. What is a 16th of my sentence? What is an eighth of my sentence? What is a quarter and then half of my sentence? And I figured, hey, if I can have these small marcations, if I can have these small bits of time, I can do that. And I thought that once I got to the halfway point, I would be okay, that it would all be downhill from there. So the night before that, I checked it off my calendar. I was like, cool, I made it halfway. This is going to be great. And I woke up the next morning and I could barely get out of bed because I felt utterly hopeless and defeated because it hit me, like the amount of time I had lost, what I had thrown away, the harm I had done all hit me on that morning, and I did not know how I was going to do that amount of time again. And then the question was, well, what do I do now? Well, I basically just struggled for 2 or 3 days. Then I got kind of back to functional. And then after about 2 or 3 weeks, I kind of got back to normal.